Okay, episode 2. Episode 2. It is episode 2. And this comes from Brazil, I think. No, writing from Brazil. He's Brazilian as well. He's not asking to remain anonymous as far as I have seen. So his name is Rafael. I am 32, Brazilian, and writing from Brazil, openly gay and have a great life. All my friends and family know about me and support me, which makes me feel like one of the luckiest guys in the world. That's awesome. I am a teacher, and even at my workplace, everyone knows about my sexuality. This includes students and students' parents, too. Wow, that's awesome. However, there is just one thing getting in the way. I've never had a boyfriend! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I never managed to meet a guy who can potentially become a boyfriend. It's all one-night stands. I'm not Brad Pitt, but I'm not that ugly either, even though I believe beauty is variable. I guess I am not good at love game. I just don't know what to do. Can you help me, or at least give me some piece of advice? Your channel is awesome, and you're such an adorable person. Thank you! Regards, Rafael. Dude, you're an openly gay teacher, and you're doing it. That's amazing. That's like, you're a role model in your community that everyone growing up can see that you can be gay and have a functioning life and be a contributing member of society. So that's awesome. Those kids are blessed to have you in their lives and to see such a good example. That's awesome. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I've gotten a lot of emails like this, and I guess I kind of address them all right now, so I hope nobody feels shorted that it wasn't like a me to you kind of thing. Long-term relationships. We kind of all want them, some of us not so much. We spend so much time thinking about this person and formulating them in the mind, every aspect that they'll have, every characteristic that they will carry, that by the time we meet somebody who could be that person, we wouldn't even recognize them, you know? We spend so much time on what could be that when something that is viable is in front of us, we don't even see it necessarily. We're men dating men, and commitment issues are very common when you're growing up gay because like relationships are very like volatile, especially when you come out and your parents like disown you, or you come out and your friends, your best friends like leave you and stuff like that. It kind of instills in you this idea that like nothing is forever, you know, like that everything can like go at any given point. So it's kind of hard to convince ourselves, I think, maybe sometimes for some of us, that there is like somebody who's capable of that out there, and we lose hope, and then we fall into this cycle of like hooking up and then never talking to that person, and hooking up and then never talking to that person, and hooking up and then, you know, like talking shit about that person or whatever. And that's like a hard cycle to live through, because we're all sensitive human beings with feelings. So what's my advice? What's my advice for meeting guys? I have no idea. I have no idea. I can't help there. Because there's so many different like ways now. Okay, so I met my boyfriend on Grindr. People used to meet guys at bars when gay bars were like the way that people met other gay men, but that's no longer a thing because everyone has applications now. Now you're 32. You remember the time when there was no Grindr or Scruff or ways of meeting guys online or whatever. Meeting guys is hard. There's a lot of different ways to meet guys. There's no like right or wrong way. Listen, and you know what, looks, I feel like looks are such like an over fucking done thing. We all seem so concerned with our appearances and stuff like that, when really like, looks fade. You said you're no like Brad Pitt. I don't think anyone has to be Brad Pitt to find love. You give it time, and if you have and you're sick of giving time, then you open yourself up more, you know? You chase it down more. And then if that doesn't work, you try another angle. You keep opening yourself up more. Not like in a slutty way, but like in a, like I'm open to letting somebody surprise me kind of way. Because that's really what it comes down to. People aren't gonna fulfill like what you have in your head, but people might surprise you with being a person you would never think could make your life better, and then they do. And trust yourself, you know? Trust yourself to make those judgment calls. It's like an album, kind of. You know, like when you first hear an album, like you don't really dig it, and then you listen to it a couple more times, and you're like, damn, this is like my favorite album now. That could happen with a guy, you know? You just never knew that you were into that kind of music. But, you know, like sexy stuff. Use more resources. We have nothing but resources. We have these apps, we have bars, we have, you know, like websites and God knows what, all devoted to just getting gay men to meet other gay men. So exhaust every capability you have. And that is my advice. I feel like that was so long-winded, but that's exactly... I hope you got some gems out of there. Alright, well thank you so much for writing in, man. I hope the best for you. And you know, if you do meet a guy, I want like a cute couple picture in my email at some point. I would like to see that. Thank you for writing in, man, and stay tuned for episode 3. It's probably gonna be the last one. I'm sorry, guys. With iHitSendSunday with Steve and Oliver.